Hello everyone, welcome to episode 44 of this series. In the last episode, we got the iron farm set up. It has been a handful of seconds since I ended the last episode, so it hasn't gotten that much more iron, but it's, it's going. Something I have noticed, it's only filling up this chest, which means that this side's going to fill up before this side does, which is a little bit annoying, but well. But yeah, in the last episode, we got the iron farm oh, fuck. Cats are spawning over here. Whatever. In the last episode, we got the iron farm set up. And in today's episode, we are going to be making it look good. Because right now, it is just a floating stone brick mess in the sky. In terms of how to make it look good, I'm going to be honest, this is a lot harder than that. I just added detail to the outside. This, I've actually got to build the fucking shape. So far, my rough idea is extend this tower down and out a bit. Add some struts that go up to support both of the side parts here and here. Not on the glass, they'll be on the sides. Maybe do the same with the side parts, not sure yet. But basically make it a lot more... I mean, the underside doesn't look too bad, aside from the fact that it's dripping water. But then I have the idea of putting a sort of domed roof over, where it will go from, like, there, and it will just sort of run across and curve, like, there-ish. Enough room for the iron golems to spawn, of course, but, you know. Still enough room to make it look good. So, yes. So, oh, shit. Well, Johnny's dead. You know, I wondered why the tutorial didn't say to put them there. I was like, well, hang on, isn't the iron golem gonna walk over there? Fucking A. Yeah, fuck off. It's 19 emeralds down the fucking drain. Alright, I'm gonna... Fuck. Oh, that is not the start to this episode that we needed. Alright, I'm going to get another zombie. We'll call him Johnny the Second. We will make it so that golems no longer... So that golem spawning is properly... I mean, it's gonna fix itself once we add the fucking walls. It's just in the tutorial they just sort of left it. I'm not sure whether I don't think I missed a step. I think it's just unlucky spawning. Okay, yeah, I see you up there, you iron motherfucker. It's not the start that we needed. Alright, it's fine though. We can figure it out. We got this. We're good. I'm gonna get the farm back up and running, and then I'm going to build the well, I'm gonna grab the blocks that I want to use first. I have no clue how long that's gonna take, but we'll figure it out. Why am I... Oh, right. And then I will, I'll bring you guys back once I've got the blocks figured out. God, one fucking thing that could go wrong went wrong. Sod's fucking law. Okay, so, first things first, the block palette. I went with it because they all mesh quite nicely together, and instead of using concrete, I've decided to simply make the different types of farms out of different blocks. For example, hostile farms, like the Guardian farm, are going to be primarily made out of deep slate. Passive or neutral mob farms are going to be made out of this mixture. Although at the time I will just use stone brick to get the farm up and running and then cover parts that I need to when I make it look pretty. As you can see I'm doing here, andesite and stone go very well with, well, specifically polished andesite and stone go very well with stone bricks, so there you go, there's your variation. But first things first, I actually make it so that the tower touches the ground and that it doesn't, you know, just sort of sit there floating aimlessly. I probably could have made it a little bit smaller, but I'm quite happy with how it came out. I used dark oak for the flooring because it was quite a nice contrast to the rather light tone of the other blocks I was using. Also, dark oak is a very nice wood to use. I do end up, as you can see here, rearranging the collection system simply to make it a lot more compact. And also fit better with the new, like, bottom part of the building. There will be quite a few points in this time lapse where I just sort of walk around the build and I just sort of stop and stare and try and get an idea of where to go, because this build did actually take me quite a while to figure out, mainly due to the, well, it's mainly how the fuck can I make it not look flat but stick to this block palette, and you know what, as you'll see later on, I think I figured it out pretty damn well. Don't quite know the word for it. Stagnating isn't the right word, but I believe it begins with an S. Something the wall. I'm trying to think of that word now. It'll come to me later. But that by you know, what's the fucking word? Hang on, I'm gonna find that because then I can actually explain it. But basically, the reason I do that is to sort of lay a basis for the roof. Now here, as you can see, sorry, I'm still trying to find the... No, ambiguous is not the word. Fuck off, Google. Okay, but here I put in some slabs and some stairs, and I help both hide the water drops and also create this wonderful curved shape. That's sort of that sort of usage of stairs and slabs to create these curves sort of fuels the rest of the build in terms of like aesthetic direction, and I am very happy with it. Is striated the word? What is striated? I'm gonna find this fucking word. I'm determined now. No, that's not the word. That's geography. Wonderful. But yes, as you can see, I repeat that same process on the 2 other water channels. And then, as you can see here, I start doing it with the bigger spawning platforms. And again, I think it creates this wonderful sort of curvature and... yeah, curvature that's the best word there. It creates this wonderful curvature. I've said that 3 fucking times now. Wow, this is one hell of a thing. It looks really cool. There you go. That's the yeah. There you go. It looks cool, and I like how it looks and how it sort of has this sort of swooping feel to it. Why am I trying to explain it like it's a fucking art evaluation or something? Well, as you can see here, the swooping colors and brush strokes and the... Yeah, sure, it's a nice piece of art, mate. It's got pretty colors and it looks cool. You don't need to say much more than that. Anyway, as you can see, I do put in a roof here. I do eventually cover that with slabs to make sure, and I cover any possibly spawnable surface with slabs to make sure that the golems won't spawn there. Later on one does, and it causes me a bit of issue, but you'll see that when we get there. I do go about replacing the blocks on the tower here. However, there are other areas in the build which I leave them. That's because the tower, this sort of tower area, the kill chamber, I don't actually add any more detail to other than this. It creates quite a nice balance between the two, because the top is highly detailed and the bottom becomes highly detailed. So having a fairly undetailed middle just works really well for it. But yes, as you can see here, I'm mirroring that sort of tiered approach. Tiered's not the word I was looking for, but it works. And I also, here I'm starting to figure out how I can connect that extra outer module. I do eventually decide to just start with some, as you'll see here, support beams going across, which I think look phenomenal and help really add it, because it's the same 3 blocks, but just adding these different shapes and these different textures, it just helps tie the whole thing together and keep it from looking like a boring grey box. Maybe I should have done an art degree. I'm damn good at explaining it. Shit at art, though. But yes, I do repeat this sort of, what's the word? Support beam works quite well. I do repeat that multiple times throughout that sort of undercarriage there. And as you can see here, I also build the wall up to match this part, because it felt natural. That was where it would connect. And I also end up adding stairs and more slabs on the inside just to make it entirely connected and closed in, as you will see in a second here. Here we're going to start work on the roof. Now it does take me a little bit to figure out exactly how I'm going to do it because it's tiered and it needs to, it needs to look nice, but it can't be spawnable. So I do these little, I guess, borders around the outside walls to make the blocks there not spawnable. And then I just put the glass in, and I think it works quite well because those little barriers also help frame the glass, which I'm quite happy with. One part that I'm not dead set on is how it sort of goes up a level. It doesn't quite look right yet. It might in the future, but as of right now, it is not quite right. Now here I start adding what is essentially the same thing we did on the Guardian farm, just on a much smaller scale. And I'm quite happy with how it came out. I think it frames the upper windows beautifully and it helps add a nice amount of depth to it, which I'm quite happy with. like we did on the Guardian farm, just to help soften that corner. Now, here comes the big dum-dum move. You see, there's an iron golem up there. Now, we can't have the iron golem up there, and I think, oh, I'll break my bed because I'll take it with me because it's getting to night. And I will easily kill this iron golem. It is measly. I have full protection 4 with a sharpness 5. Oh, shit. So, because I broke my bed, that sent me all the way back to spawn. So, what I cut out was about... Luckily, I know the coordinates of our base off by heart, so it wasn't as long as it could have been, but it was a long time of traveling. But yes, as you can see, I then promptly make the blocks spawn-proof and get to work on the lower section, because we still have to finish that off. I set up a little platform for us to access the upper chests and add some lights. Always helpful to have lights. I add a little thing over the door. Awning, there we go. Add a little awning over the door. I think it looks nice. Now for the actual designs on the sides, it does take me a little bit to figure out a design that I like, that also works. But as you can see, we do get there, and I am very happy with how it looks. I think it looks rather interesting and unlike anything we've done so far. This entire actual build was incredibly fun because it gave me the opportunity to really push how much detail can I cram into something with 3 blocks. You know, I had 3 blocks to work with because the whole idea is, okay, this is easily definable as these are passive farms because they have these blocks. It's this color, you know? This is easily definable as hostile because it's this color, so on and so forth. But for a mixture of walls, slabs, and stairs, I'm actually able to get quite a bit of detail in here, and I am very happy with it. And it's definitely, doing this now definitely helps give me some ideas for some of our bigger builds and how I can cram detail into them. Because as you can see here, it looks a little bit empty. So I basically redesign the pillars. And I do them, instead of them being horizontal, well, not horizontal, but like one on each side and then one across the top and bottom, I instead do them like columns. And they look a hell of a lot better. I do also, as you will see, go around and make sure that everything's spawn-proof, yada, yada, yada. You know. Don't want more iron golems spawning down there. That doesn't seem to end well. Unfortunately. Okay, so as you can see, it has been a little bit, and we have got a working, a lot better looking iron farm. Now, as I'm sure eagle-eyed among you would have spotted in the time lapse, we did die to an iron golem. Not my finest moment. But well. Right now, the iron golem farm does not have Johnny number 3 in it. That's because I just haven't gotten around to that yet. I will do that off camera at some point. But yeah, so with the iron farm all nice and it looks a lot better than it did before. It no longer looks like a floating stone mess. I'm quite content with it. And it's actually working pretty damn well, which is what we like to see. So yeah, so we have added the second farm to this area. Very successful, as you can see. Now, there is something else that I want to do real quick, and that is just to set up, like, a little... Oh, like a map wall, just so that we have it up already. Because, like, I want to see what this looks like from the sky, because they are two very different yet similar buildings. Different primary block palettes, similar borders done. Although this has a lot more detail to it because it has a lot more shape for me to work with. This was 2 boxes, 1 box. This was floating tower, T box, big box. You know, I can do, like, I can add supports. I can, you know, I can mess around with it. It was quite interesting to only use these 3 blocks. It really made me come up with some very unorthodox ways of detailing, and I actually really like how it came out. I actually really like that top part, and I can see me using a similar like design for a window in like an underwater base. Like, that just looks really cool. But yeah, so the iron farm's still working. I decided to leave the middle part bare. It just felt like it needed, like, there's a load of detail. It's also a, you know, a secondary cat farm, because why the fuck not? I mean, we're gonna need, well, I'm assuming we're gonna need some of them for the creeper farm, so hey, why not? But yeah, having something heavily detailed down here and heavily detailed up here, it made the most sense to leave the middle fairly bare. Real quick, we will fly up. Now, the roof, I'm not settled on. I think it might grow on me over time. As you can see, like I said, we do not have a Johnny the Third yet. I want to keep the glass. It's just I can't figure out if I should have glass here or like a line of blocks, you know? But I do like using the stairs and slabs for this part and all of that. And I will probably variate this off camera when I get, you know, it's not variating like that part there and like the top part isn't the most important, you know? It's as long as the overall look of it is a lot nicer than it was, I'm quite content with it, you know? But yes, I really want to put up a map wall somewhere around here. Now for that, we're going to need quite a few maps, so I'm going to very quickly just dump all of this stone shit. We're not quite sure what blocks I'm going to use for it yet. We're probably going to use if we want a different color option, then maybe stripped oak would work quite well. Wow, we did not get a lot of leverage with that firework. Oh well, we've got enough. Okie dokie. So we are going to need, how many maps do you think we need? I reckon we are going to want, if it's about 4, we might as well do a 3x3x3. Well, nope, a 3x3. Not 3x3x3, that's third dimensional. The maps aren't third dimensional. So for that, we're going to need compasses, which we already have a fair amount of. because I wanted to do some trading for name tags, and I'm going to have to do more trading for name tags. Because Johnny number 2 died very, very quickly. But, well. What can you do about it? Over here, how's the... Ooh, very nice. See, I get the odd feeling that when I leave the chunk, essentially the systems break. Because, of course, in single player, wow. Okay. In single player, when when a chunk's not loaded, shit doesn't happen in it. Whereas on a server, it's usually like a bigger area. I've explained that really shittily. Look, listen. Yeah, no. That didn't work. Fuck. Hitbox time, motherfucker. Here we go. I'm sorry, did that just have 2 arrows? No. Must have been a bit of sugarcane. Alright, let's try and explain that concept again now. So, chunks load around the player in a specific radius. On a server, chunks tend to load around Oh, hello, sir. Chunks tend to load around a larger area. Nope, we're good. Or maybe they don't even unload. I don't know. I don't do a lot of server stuff. But because we're playing on single player, whenever we leave a chunk, because our shit crosses multiple chunks, it doesn't all, it breaks. It basically breaks. Which is annoying, but whatever. What can you do about it, you know? Okay. Give me that. Right, there's 7. There's 16. Redstone. But yeah, I just really want to see what the what it all looks like. You know, have we got any item frames? Nope. Okay. Have we got any sticks? Yeah, buddy. Excellent. But yeah, I just want to see how it looks because I know we did a couple of maps. I have no clue where they are, so yeah, we're not using them obviously. Okay, so we've got spruce wood. We've got dark oak back there. I can make a basic one with what we've got over there. Easy peasy. Excuse me, you're my llama, not yeah. I know you. Why are we only getting white llamas? That's weird. I haven't like seen any of the like coffee or cream ones. Where's the fucking bed? Whoop. There we go. Right. Okay, Maple time, baby. Let's put it like... we're gonna move it eventually, so I'm just gonna put it where I know it won't get in the way. Oh, tits. Okay. Now then, let's go into the center here. Right now, where is... Oh, okay, so that's the center. So we need to go... Okay. Okay, so this is so hang on. So middle, up. No, middle, up, there, down. I've got to go down again and then across by 2. Okay. Oh boy. Yeah, no, that's good. One. Ooh, hello. So 27, 28, 29. And we gotta go up by 2. 1. And 2. I really hope... I don't like making map walls in survival because they are just a pain in the fucking ass. Okay. But let's hope this works. Okay. So then... So 30, 32, 31. Okay, we'll do the top row first. Should go a little something. Nope. What's happened here? Uh-oh. I think I've gone one too many over. Yeah. Well. Shit. Well, hang on. That's not even right. What the fuck's happened down there? Wait, hang on. What? That's 29, yeah. That can't... Oh, alright, I'm gonna, I'll be back once I've got that working. Okay, right. Fingers crossed that this now... it's this one, right? There we go, that's better. That actually doesn't look as out of center as I thought it would. That's cool. I like that. But yes, so, we got the Iron Farm completely finished this episode, and I am very happy with it. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!